All right, so I'm going to show you how to help a friend or a family member lose weight. Now, I'm not sure if you know this or not, but I do have a keto coaching training program that you can get certified and you can start to help a lot of people. But in this video, I'm going to show you how to help a friend or a family member lose weight, especially if they're having a tough time. Okay, now realize if someone can't lose weight and they're trying, that would be a symptom of something else. Now, the first thing that I do is I don't just tell them what to eat. I want to first find out what they don't know, what they have wrong. I basically just want to find out what I need to do to re-educate them. And that's what this is. Now, there's usually 6 things that I look for that are the most common areas that people have confusions on or they're doing it incorrectly. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to ask them for a food log. And I'm going to make sure that it's a little more detailed. And I'm going to be looking for specific things, but I might need to ask more questions about it. But number one, are they cutting calories? Because that is a common thing that people do, and they don't realize that is false, okay? You don't want to do that. It's going to slow your metabolism. Now, it is true you want to reduce the frequency of meals for sure, but not start cutting down the calories, because it's going to mess up the metabolism. It's going to keep them hungry all the time. They're not going to be able to go from one meal to the next, and they're eventually going to have potentially nutrient deficiencies. Next item is the low fat, right? This is real common. What they're missing from this is that the low fat protein is higher on the insulin scale than fattier protein. And what does that mean? It means that the more a food triggers insulin, the less weight they're going to lose. So they probably don't know the specific effects from different foods on insulin. And they definitely don't know that fat has the least effect on insulin. So that's another thing that I look at. Number 3, I want to find out if they have cravings, if they're hungry all the time. And I'm going to look basically at if they're doing a high carb diet. And right there, I know for a fact that they are missing the most vital thing about trying to lose weight and the most important thing, especially if you have a stubborn, slow metabolism. And that is this. In the presence of too much insulin, you can't burn fat. Insulin is a fat-storing hormone, and carbs raise it. So if their carbs are too high, they're not going to lose weight. And by the way, this is the most important thing that you're going to re-educate them about. Number 4, and I hear this a lot, either they're doing the treadmill, they're doing the bike, the stationary bike for 45 minutes, or they're monitoring their steps on a pedometer. Maybe they did 10,000 steps, right? And they're drinking a lot of water and they're just so frustrated it's not working. Well, I know they're focusing on the stuff that just is not going to make a difference. In fact, exercise by itself only gives the person roughly about 15% of the results, okay? Not much. 85% is diet. So they're putting all this energy on this, but they're missing the important stuff. And this is why they're frustrated, because they're not able to differentiate or tell the difference between the important or the trivial. Okay, number 5, they're weighing themselves on a daily basis and keep showing up, no weight loss, no weight loss, and they're just getting frustrated and frustrated. For this, I know that they're doing things out of order, and they probably never heard the concept of get healthy first, then lose weight. It's not lose weight to get healthy, it's get healthy first, then lose the weight. And then I have to educate them too on what that means, getting healthy. I'm talking about increasing your energy. Mainly I'm talking about improving insulin resistance. If you don't know what that means, watch the link down below. It's a very important subject, but the first thing that happens when you start to improve insulin resistance is that you can go longer without eating and you're less hungry, okay? Because you're burning fat. So when that starts happening, guess what? That means it's working. You're getting healthy. And I know if they can stick with it over time, they will eventually lose weight. A lot of times if they don't know that, they will quit before it's really making a dent in their actual weight loss itself. Unfortunately, they just needed to give it more time. And number 6, I want to find out the frequency of meals. A lot of people are doing this too. They're doing 3 meals with like 3 snacks in between the meals. They're doing little protein bars and they're low fat or even they're low carb. What they're missing is this. every time you eat, you trigger insulin. Okay, so it's not just about raising your carbs, it's about the frequency of eating. And if they're having a little snack, guarantee within an hour and a half, they're going to be hungry again because it's going to affect the blood sugars. You're going to raise insulin, and the insulin's going to push the blood sugar down. Now you have low blood sugar. So they just are missing this data on intermittent fasting, how powerful this is, and how beneficial this is to improve insulin resistance, okay? So then I would, once I evaluate all this, then I'll just go through and educate them on these points. And very simply now, they have the basics to be successful. All right, go ahead and try this and let me know how it works in the comment section below. So if you want more knowledge on how to create a healthy body, subscribe now and get daily notifications.